Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Margaretha, and today I want to present my review sheet. And the article title is about Korean TV drama viewership on Netflix, transcultural affection, romance, and identities. The author is Hyo Jung-ju, and author's background is Department of Mass Communication, Cleveland University, Orangeburg, SC, USA. The name of the journal is Journal of International and Intercultural Communication, and the date is 25 April 2019. And this article has 17 pages. There is no volume and issues. And here's the URL. And the keywords of this article is Netflix, Korean romance dramas, affective consumption, race and class, and the last one is transcultural emotions. And now let's go to introduction. In introduction, the author explains her purpose in making these articles, which is to examine the consumption of Korean television drama by US viewers of Netflix. Specifically, it analyzed Korean drama reviews in Netflix and found that these viewers engage with Korean dramas by emphasizing affective consumption that tied to identifying the substance of love themes. It is also explained here that she intends to demonstrate Netflix viewers' consumption of K-dramas, affective consumption in romantic K-dramas, and the interplay among race, class, and sexuality. Her article, which aims to examine the consumption of Korean television drama by US viewers of Netflix, is ongoing research. The authors also explain the important points that will be included in this article by showing some of the research results and data in table. Overall, from what I have read, the abstract and the introduction clearly explain the author's purpose in making this article, which will be explained in detail later in this article. Now I will explain about the method. In this article, the author used the method of comparative approach. This can be seen from the author's descriptions and the purpose of attempting to show a qualitative subject analysis of Netflix reviews data. She conducted a two-step coding process. First, the authors conducted a broad, unconfined initial recording to generate explicit symbolic meaning categories and their properties. And in the second coding operation, the author uses theoretical analysis to attempt to integrate distinctive categories and properties by Crabtree and Miller in 1999. Besides that, in this article, the author already included the data analysis by showing the reviews and the table that describes the amount of review comments or thematic categories, watching experiences, preference to the drama, emotional engagement in the drama, and others. Now I'll explain about the discussions. Here the author emphasized the Korean TV drama viewership on Netflix and explain what she has found in more detail in her research, and it's about Netflix viewers' consumption of K-dramas, affective consumption in romantic K-dramas, and the interplay among race, class, and sexuality. K-dramas viewers on Netflix explicitly addressed their watching experience on reviews. First-time viewers are usually more interested because they find something more interesting, namely by watching K-drama. But different from being self-identified, they judge that they like K-drama because it can be seen from how many K-dramas they watch and are loyal to watch it with a high viewing frequency. So, their extensive knowledge of K-dramas was often initiated to legitimize their comments. The last group is returnees. seems to watch K-dramas less often than self-proclaimed fans, but often come back to watch new and popular shows as well as revisit their favorite shows. Returnees did not hide their experience of watching their favorite K-dramas repeatedly and emphasizing how often they watch K-dramas. In this discussion, the author also found that the reviews portrayed the viewer's emotional reaction to K-dramas, and many reviewers elaborated on the emotional relevance of the drama's romantic story. The emotions that arise within the complexity of physiological, perceptual, and interpretive process are usually at the limits of physical, cognitive, and cultural encounters. For Netflix K-drama reviewers, her perceived emotional affinity is at the heart of the drama's enjoyment. It offers amazing value its consumption. Emotional affinity plays a major role in cross-cultural fandom and is for cross-cultural consumer, especially fans, despite the cultural distance, barrier, and different tastes. It works to draw attention to the content. In this sense, emotional affinity allows cross-cultural fandoms to reinforce their voluntary commitment to preferred cross-cultural products or objects. In addition, this process creates a participatory fan culture and refines the unique cultural nuances of those fan consumption practices. In this article, some reviewers have stated that they are not women, but it can be inferred that most were written by women. This is based on the reviewer's keen interest in the male protagonists and sometimes supporting male characters. Her review presents images of romantic heroes who are sensitive, compassionate, and capable of selfless behavior. In this contrast to physically strong, confident, and powerful male characters. Looks gentle and handsome, these viewers captured the ability of male characters to handle bittersweet relationships, especially in the terms of careful, loyal, emotional sensitivities rather than sexual chemistry. Other reviewers were concerned about how racial identity works in K-dramas because it following seems to represent the expected role of men in an ideal love story from a Western perspective. And the result is in this article successfully discussed the current TV dramas viewers in Netflix. Netflix users were more likely to absorb romantic narrative of K-dramas, stressing their negotiated reading of gender, race, and class identities when it came to their ways of engaging with K-dramas. K-dramas were cited in many evaluations as providing not only enjoyable fantasy but also realistic comfort, particularly for female reviewers. This research focuses on the emotional and intercultural involvement of Netflix reviewers in K-dramas, while new reviewers of these in some of the subcultures that consider K-dramas a unique form of television storytelling. It's a guest of fandom. The data shows that viewers explicitly request various K-drama catalogs from K-dramas and Netflix. And the conclusion is, in this article, we look at the relationship between Netflix viewers in the United States and K-dramas for reviewers, and how these K-dramas reviewers perceive it. K-dramas reviewer on US Netflix has shown the use of K-dramas as their consistent or accidental practice. However, these reviewers shed light on their reviewers, a shared viewing experience that is emotionally absorbed in a variety of ways. and practice other interaction while watching K-dramas. Netflix K-dramas reviewers included first-time viewers, returnees, and more enthusiastic fans, all of whom shared a glimpse pattern. This type of viewing seems to be drawing attention to the strong emotional involvement in the story of the K-dramas among viewers who like the K-drama. Binge-watching patterns have emerged as a common form of online TV consumption, but many K-dramas glanced by Netflix viewers cause and result in the desire to relax, seek comfort, and find it entertainment. This research had a few obstacles in garnering the millions of K-drama intake on Netflix within the US. First, because of the anonymity of the Netflix evaluation system, there may be no manners to check viewers' demographics, like gender and race, so we ought to be careful approximately how racial or ethnic ideology simulated the reviews. Second, the observer or the author analyzed evaluation records from a particular restricted time period. Since Netflix keeps extradite its K-dramas offerings, relying at the title's license, a few dramas have been now no longer blanked with inside the evaluation. Future research will alleviate those obstacles and develop the evaluation of K-dramas. Transcultural meanings, localized cultural narrative, and subcultural sports through online TV fandom amongst US viewers. Now I will respond about overall statement. So I think K-drama's emotional narrative let Netflix US viewer engage their different cultural tastes by race, class, and gender ideologies in deconstructing and localizing the signified meanings within K-drama stacks, such as sharp class divisions and blatant class hierarchy. Those Netflix viewers involve themselves in transcultural translation by consuming K-dramas, and their reflexive ideologies from American or Western perspective. Constructed a sense of otherness along with their emotional attachment to the K-drama narrative. That's all from me. Thank you.